down on the floor. Okay, so the format of the class today, we are going to be doing, I'm going to talk to you about 3 specific areas of breathing that I want us to talk about. We're going to put those together with movement, and we will have a little bit of music for that. Bare feet is fine. And as I said, we will go down on the floor at one point, and you might like a cushion if you don't like kneeling. You might need a cushion if you prefer to do this work sitting on a chair. A lot of it you can do sitting on a chair. But if you're on a chair, please make sure you're sitting, I haven't got one with me, but you're sitting on the edge of the chair. So you're sitting really tall. This postural alignment is going to be really, really important. Okay, so let's make a start. Just want you to just stand however's or sit however's comfortably for you. And I'd like you to put your hands on your collarbone here. So thumb and fingers here, just on the collarbone here. So clavicular breathing, this is the shallow breathing that sometimes gets a bit of bad press. I'd just like you to take shallow breath in and out and feel what happens in the rib cage there. So when the ribs in the clavicular breathing or the shallow breathing, they act like a pump. They go up and down, up and down. And we sometimes give clavicular press. I've been teaching Pilates for nearly 15 years and yoga. Say, oh, shallow breathing, we need to do thoracic breathing. Actually, we need this breath. We breathe here the most. This is where we breathe when we're stressed. This is where we breathe when we're out of breath. This is where we breathe when we're laughing. This is where we breathe when it's the breath of passion. So in all your passionate moments. So we use this breath a lot. Now let's put your hands, so I'm going to talk about clavicular breathing. Let's come down to the rib cage. So fingertips just touching here. And we're going to breathe in into the rib cage. So now I want you to go down into the ribs and feel the ribs expanding out to the side. And think about your ribs going out like bellows. So when we're doing the movement, I'm going to be talking to you about this thoracic breathing the most, because this is where the body gets the most oxygen. It's the best breath for recovery after you've been exercising. You might see a sprinter, they'll stop, they'll go like this, yeah, to recover, or they'll walk like that. That's because it isolates the top and it makes them breathe thoracically. And then we've got a full breath. So we're going to come in through the nose, down through the back of the throat, all the way, inflate the ribs, and then we're going to let that belly expand out. So when I'm talking about a full breath, we're in, out into the ribs like Superman breathing, and then expand the belly out. That feels good, doesn't it? We don't get much chance to do these. We're always thinking about bringing it in. So as I'm doing the movements, I'm going to be talking about this clavicular breathing, shallow breathing, thoracic breathing, and a full breath. Okay, let's pop a little bit of music on and we'll get started.
Employees are feeling a great deal of anxiety and uncertainty, and we will do our...
You? And I'm hoping that you can dark chocolate. I'd like you can that okay. So let's just start with one big breath. So breath in and then breathe out. So just that freedom of breath. When we breathe in, we're going to breathe in through the nose, because that warms the air as it comes into the lungs, and your lungs will welcome this warm air all the time. I think when you go out in the cold, you breathe in that cold air and everything contracts. In through the nose is good. Now, just want you to float one arm forward, one arm back. So now we're just easy breathing. So we're going to do the movements where we're easy, nothing like that, just nice flow. So just a little bit of extension. Allow your shoulders to rotate. So when we're thinking about thoracic breathing, we've got all those little joints where the ribs attach to the spine, around thoracic spine. We want to try and get a little bit of movement there. Now let's get rotation round, so all the way round. I forgot to say at the beginning, my left shoulder doesn't work very well, so I might look a little bit odd on that side. Come back centre. Take a breath in, arm goes up, and then down. Other side. Take a breath in, arm goes up, and then it goes down. Both arms go up. And release down. So soften your knees. One arm forward, one arm back. Easy breath. Now, want to keep the shoulders down. Get that movement through the thoracic spine. Turn the head, look side to side. Well done. Come back to centre. Take a breath in. And then return. Okay. Arms down by your side. Now let's think about your postural alignment. Weight even between the balls of the feet and the heels of the feet. Tailbone just down. Lengthen through the spine. Shoulder blades down the back. If we've got a good postural alignment, we're going to get more effective breath. So let's think about that clavicular breathing. In and out 3 times. Shallow breath. In. And out. Again. In. And out. And again. Now breathe into this side as this arm goes up. Right into the belly. And then return. Other side, right into the ribs. And return. Now watch this. We're going to come forward, and as we breathe in, we expand the ribs out to the sides here, so they open like gates, and then return. So when we come forward, we can breathe into the back of the ribs. Those ribs will open like gates at the back. Good. Arms go up, full breath. Let the belly go out, and then return. Let's swing the arms. Just easy. Rotate. Getting some movement. Thoracic spine. Easy flow. 2 more like this to go. Bring your arms down beside you, palms to the floor, shoulders down the back. Now lift your shoulders up and down. Clavicular breath, shallow, and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Thoracic. Big breath. Other side. Big breath. Come forward. Breathe into the back of the ribs. All the way up. Breath. And return. Now this time we're going to put a full stop at the end of each breath. So we breathe in. Full stop. Thoracic. Breathe in. Full stop. Breathe out. Full stop. Breathe in. Full stop. Breathe out. Full stop. Into the back of the ribs. Breathe in. Full stop. Breathe out. Let's do that one again. That felt good. Breathe in. Into the back of the ribs. Full stop. Breathe in. Deep breath. Up we go. And return. Shoulders. One more time. Shallow. Breathe in, full stop. Other side, breathe in with a full stop. Breathe out, return. To the front, full stop at the end. Let's do that one again, I love that one. Full stop, really feel those lungs have to work. Breathe out. Breath in, let's go. So this time, we're going to fold over and roll down. So draw the tummy button in and roll yourself up. Breath in, all the way up, big breath. Breathe out and fold over. Stay here. Hold it here a minute. So we're going to come down to a kneeling position. So, kneeling up. Put a cushion underneath our knees if we need to. If kneeling is a problem, you can do this one seated. I'm going to let you into a little secret now. The reason I want you to be kneeling up is it makes you engage your glutes. And what happens to my lower back? What happens to my lower back when I let my glutes go? Any difference? So I need to engage into my glutes. Now I'm going to lengthen my spine, top of my head, shoulders down the back. For the minute, just place your hands onto your rib cage, and as you breathe in, feel the ribs going out to the side. So here's the secret. If you can maintain right engagement in your glutes, and you can consistently maintain great posture, and you're breathing efficiently, care of themselves. You don't need to worry about your abs. How great is that? So if we engage our glutes correctly, hold, maintain the right postural alignment and breathe efficiently, abdominals just take care of themselves. So we're going to put our arms down beside us. Now you could have a band across the front of your wrist. We're just going to fingers push down towards the floor, and we're just going to press the arms back and then return. So think clavicular breathing, shallow. Now what's happened to your glutes? Are they still engaged? Because if we let them go, we'll feel it on our back. This works great with a band. Keep the breath. Pressing back. Are we still lengthened through the spine? Now switch off your calf muscles. Feel what happens in the pelvic floor. Switch the calves off. Sounds ridiculous, but it works. Good. 2 more. Remember, full stop at the end of the breath each time. Now, as we breathe in, we're going to take the arms out this way, like my photograph. And as we breathe in, come this way. Sorry, I said that the wrong way around. Breathe in this way as we expand the ribs. Breathe out as we come this way. So we're doing the opposite of what we did when we were standing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. So now we're expanding the front of the rib cage. We're also, I hope, working our glutes as we push the chest forward. Remember in yoga, I talk about that push forward, create the back bend. One more. Good. Deep breath in, all the way up. And out. So let's think push back. Short breath. Short breath. Short breath. What's happening in the glutes? What's happening in the calves? Lengthen through the spine. Short breaths. Yeah? Be good at these. 2 more. Good. Now we're going to breathe in as we come back here. Breathe out, come forward. Breathe in. Breathe out, come forward. Breathe in. Breathe out, come forward. Big breath in, and we go. And return. Good. Okay, let's bring the arms to the front here. Thumbs on the breastbone, fingers on the chin. Lengthen through the spine. Remember your bottom. Grow tall. Breathe in. Breathe out, rotate. Lengthen. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, rotate, shoulders down the back. So now we're isolating the thoracic spine. So we're talking a lot about thoracic because it's that breathing that you're going to get the most benefit from. And it's probably the one we practice the least unless you do lots of Pilates. What's happening with your shoulders? They're probably trying to help you. So put your shoulders down and lengthen through the spine.
Okay.
One more time.
Just for me, so.
Good. Come back to center. Now rotate as far as you can. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Stay there. Now when you breathe in,
Well, I think things might be
take
moving.
round a bit further. Come back to center. Go. Rotate round far as you can.
So
Put yourself on mute. Breathe in. Grow tall. Breathe out. Rotate round a bit further. Come back to center.
So
And again, breathe in, grow, rotate. So look at that magic. When we create a gap, we can go a bit further.
a bit more
Feel
bigger.
those muscles pull you into
I don't
position.
know what
So
they
it's
are.
these muscles on the back
I
that
don't know.
pull you round. This horrible bit here.
They were 8 minutes.
Let's make it breathe in and grow,
Two.
and then go round a bit further.
Um,
Come back to center, and again we'll rotate round,
So
grow, rotate a bit further,
we just
come
hope
back to
it's
center.
born.
Okay, take a breath in. And
There
as you breathe out, I'd like you to fold down, toes together, knees apart, arms ahead of you. Gain stress, you will need a cushion underneath your bottom. Head down.
Do
So
like
hold it into that child's pose. Here. What I'd like you to do is, as you breathe in, I'd like you to fold the ribs and out towards the thighs. So if this position is a problem for you, we can do it here, more onto an all fours position. But I like it down here because as you breathe in, you feel the ribs expand out towards the thighs. You've got something almost to push against here. Now, can we put a full stop at the end of the movement? So as you breathe in, full stop. Breathe out. Full stop. Breathe in. Full stop. Breathe out. Full stop. Glue your hands to the floor. Tuck your toes underneath you. Take your tailbone up to the ceiling. And we're just going to walk through the feet. So easy breath. One heel at a time. Pressing down to the floor. Let's just work through the heels. And again, my left shoulder doesn't like this very much. So you'll be able to get your hips up really high and press through with your chest. Lift your head up, soften your knees, bring your chest a little bit closer towards your thighs. We need to be open in the chest we're going to encourage good breath. Knees soft, bottom up, chest to the thighs. Now drive the thighs away. Breathe. Fold your knees in. We're going to come into an all fours position. Draw the tummy in, all the way in. Breathe in and feel the ribs go all the way out as you breathe into the back of the ribs. Full stop. Let's change the other way. Top of the head, tailbone up towards the ceiling. So breathe in into the rib cage. Breathe in, into the ribs. Full stop. Breathe out. Oh, does that feel good? And again, breathe in. Full stop. Breathe out. So this time, find the point that's halfway between those two extremes. Shoulders and pelvis level. As you breathe out, opposite arm to leg, lengthen away. As you breathe in, semicircle the arm round to your hip. Breathe out, semicircle the arm back. Breathe in, let's come back down on the other side. Opposite arm to leg. Where's your weight? It should be even between your hand and your knee. Semicircle round to the hip. Semicircle back. Sit back onto your heels, toes together, knees apart. As you breathe in, ribs go out towards the thighs. Breathe out, tailbone goes down. Tuck your toes underneath you, tailbone up to the ceiling. Press through the heels, one heel at a time as we push down, lengthening through the hamstrings. Lift your hips up high, soften your knees, bring your chest towards your thighs. Push, push, push through, and then strengthen the legs away. Breathe into an all fours position. Let's breathe into the back of the ribs. Change, breathe out. Breathe into the back of the ribs. Change, breathe out. Come to that midway point. Halfway, opposite arm to leg. Semicircle the arm round. You want your weight even between the hand and the knee. If you're sitting through your knees, you'll feel nothing in your middle. Come back to centre. So even weight between the hands and the knees. We're not here for an abdominal workout. I can't help myself when it comes to technique. Good. Well done. Sit back. One more time. So breathe into the ribs. Tailbone down. Tuck your toes underneath you. Tailbone up to the ceiling. Walk through the feet. One heel at a time. Easy breath for this one. And then we're going to lift the tailbone up. Sorry, my shoulder doesn't like it. Bend your knees. Press through. Okay. Keep those hips high. And then push the thighs away. Come into all fours position. Breathe into the ribs. Full stop. Breathe out. Full stop. Come to the center. Drive your shoulders down your back. Get your weighting in between your hands and your knees. A breath in now. Breathe out. Opposite arm to leg. Where's your weight? Semicircle that arm round. Breathe in. Semicircle the arm back. And then we'll come back down on the in-breath. Out breath, opposite arm to leg. Where is your weight? Get some through that hand. Semicircle round as we breathe in. As we breathe out, we'll return. Well done. And then we'll sit back onto your heels. Let's tuck your toes underneath you. Tailbone up to the ceiling. We're just going to walk your hands or walk your feet in towards your hands, but I'd like you to stay down here in this forward fold. So let's think about where your weight is. It doesn't matter where your hands are, but try and have your weight supported. We don't want to be just hanging there. So take a little bit of your weight through the balls of your feet. Strengthen up your legs, lift your kneecaps up and feel how your tailbone will go a little bit higher and your chest will come a little bit lower down towards the thighs. Lift your insteps away from the mat. Leave your toes relaxed. Feel what happens in the legs when you do that. Now, hands on the legs, breathe in. Breathe out, lower down. Breathe in. Breathe out, lower down. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out, lower down. Now soften your knees for me. Imagine you've got a piece of string attached to your belly button and it's lifting you up towards the ceiling as you roll up. At the first opportunity you get, tuck your bottom underneath you. Stack the vertebrae. Slide the shoulders down the back. Look way into the distance. What's that alignment like? What's the weight like? Underneath the feet, shoulders down the back. Circle your shoulders round. Good. So let's take a breath in as shoulders come up. And a breath out as the shoulders go down. And again, look around. Hold it here. Keep your shoulders down. Look way into the distance. I'd like you to take your body weight forward from your ankles and then take it back. See how the hips stay in alignment. So I'm not sticking my bottom out behind me. Keep these glutes engaged. Remember the rules? We're working these as we should. If we're growing like this, we've got good alignment. And then when we work with our breathing, that diaphragm acts like a parachute as you exhale. As you do that, it lifts up the pelvic floor. Now, bring your back slightly forward onto your toes. And then return. Lift your toes, leave the balls of the feet where they are. So let's try it. Breath in, out breath as we go up. Breath as we come back. Good. Try again. Now, next time we do this, we're going to swap the breathing. So Hilary, if you've been getting your breathing the wrong way round, it's okay. We're going to do it your way now. So as we come forwards, breath in, lengthen and grow. And then return. Close your eyes. I'm going to trust you on this one. Imagine that point in front of you. Body weight slightly forward onto your toes and balance. See how different it is. We take out that sensory awareness. Come back to center. Good. Bring your chin to your chest. We're going to roll down. And then we'll draw our tummy button in and we'll roll up. First opportunity you get, tuck your bottom underneath you, slide the shoulders down the back, Bend your knee, breath in. And breathe out. Well done. Good. I hope you feel a little bit better for that. Feel like your lungs have had a little bit of a workout. If you don't do anything else, try and focus on this thoracic breathing. Practice that any time. Superman or Popeye. Good. Well done. Thank you very much. I'll find my glasses. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you.